Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be my 24-week pregnancy update. If you guys are new around here, my name is Kayla, so hello, welcome. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a toddler named Riley who is currently trying to take a nap. Hopefully she takes a nap, crossing my fingers. And then I'm pregnant with baby number 2, which happens to be a boy. My due date is December 17th. So we're really excited to meet him, and I've been trying to keep you guys posted with like how my pregnancy is going and all of that stuff. So that's what today's video is gonna be about. While you watch this video though, if you guys do enjoy these pregnancy updates, if you guys enjoy just motherhood and lifestyle content, it would mean the world to me. If you would like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Press that red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my videos. I'm trying to produce a lot of content while I'm pregnant because I know that there's so many pregnant mamas that are watching my channel. So if there's ever anything that you guys want me to talk about, if you guys have any video recommendations, leave them down below. I think it's great when you guys tell me what you want to see. So my pregnancy, I want to fill you guys in on 2 big things. So the last time I did an update, I did a 20-week update, and I talked all about my short cervix situation. I went to the doctor. They told me that my cervix was like at a 2.1 to a 2.3 centimeters. I think that's what they measure it in. And they told me that my cervix was short and that there's like a risk for preterm labor and all of that. So I want to talk about that a little bit because I do have an update, and I also want to talk about this new thing that is going on with my life right now, and that's the fact that my husband has shingles. All right, so my short cervix situation. I talked a lot about in my 20-week update, all of the things that were happening with my cervix, the fact that they were gonna continue to measure me, the fact that they were gonna determine whether or not they feel that I needed to like treat the problem, treat the short cervix. A lot of you guys actually commented on that video, and I was so surprised that so many other women have dealt with short cervixes, and the fact that some of you have taken progesterone and some of you guys have had that cerclage, I think that's how you say it, or like the stitch put in. So those were all things that my doctor had been talking to me about that time. When I went back to get remeasured, which is what the doctor wanted to do, the doctor wanted to remeasure me and make sure that it wasn't getting any shorter. What ended up happening was my cervix was kind of maintaining the same length. So it wasn't getting significantly shorter. There wasn't any funneling or any other indication that preterm labor was an issue or imminent or anything like that. So my doctor just recommended that we watch it, that we check the length of my cervix every month or so. But as of right now, she told me that we're not gonna really treat it. She's not super concerned because of the fact that I had Riley full term. She did tell me was that had I had Riley preterm, that would have been more of an indication that we're more at risk for a preterm labor with this baby. So given that I've gone full term before, hopefully it shouldn't be an issue, but obviously they're still gonna monitor me. But at this time, they're not gonna recommend that I take progesterone. They're not gonna recommend that I have a stitch put in. So that like kind of made me feel better. It definitely helped to hear the doctor say that she wasn't like freaking out about it or anything like that. I'm at the 24-week mark now. Like I think 24 weeks was like a couple days ago. And that for me was such a huge milestone, like such a good point to get to, because up until the 24-week mark, I think it is, like your baby's not really viable. Like if God forbid you go into preterm labor, like they kind of have that 24-week mark as that like milestone of like, okay, if God forbid you give birth early, there's like a 50-50 chance that your baby can survive. So obviously the odds increase the longer that baby stays cooking in there. So I was just praying to God every single night that we made it this far, and we have. So I'm super grateful. Obviously, I don't want this baby to come out now. I want this baby to continue to develop, and hopefully we can get farther and farther and farther along. And as we get farther into my pregnancy, I will be a lot less anxious about all of the things, because I'm so anxious about everything else that's happening right now in my life. I've just got a lot of stress. So it'll make me so much happier when we get to like the 30-week mark, the 34-week mark. But I do really want to tell you guys, I am so appreciative of all of your prayers, of all the people who commented on that video, who've reached out to me on Instagram. Thank you guys so much for all of the love and the sweet messages and the concern. When I first got that news, I was really scared because I didn't know what to expect. And I had been doing so much research and stuff like that and freaking myself out, because that's what Google does. It just freaks you the freak out. So thank you, really. It just really means a lot, like all of you guys sharing your experiences and stuff like that. Quickly, before we move on to the second thing that I want to talk about, which is the whole shingles thing with my husband, I want to talk about my weight, because my weight was a big issue or concern for me at least, and for the doctor for a short period of time. When I got pregnant with Riley, I was weighing 126 pounds. And then I lost like 4 pounds because during the first trimester, I was super nauseous and I was just like I just wasn't eating, or I guess I was eating and just not gaining enough weight. So I lost the 4 pounds and I ended up gaining back the 4 pounds. But then for a few weeks there, I was still back at 126 pounds and I was coasting at 126 pounds from the 17-week mark to the 20-week mark. And I have all of my weights saved here in this Pregnancy Plus app, which I'll link down for you guys if you guys don't have an app that you're using and you want one. This one's pretty good. But finally, I started to gain some weight. And when I say finally, I mean like I blew up. Like I feel like I have become ginormous in the last few weeks. It's just been crazy. So again, at week 20, I was weighing 126 pounds. And then a few weeks later when I went back for that other ultrasound check, and I think it was like the 23rd week, 24th week, I was weighing 135 pounds. So in a good month, I gained like 9 pounds, which is like a lot. If I were to step on the scale right now, I probably guarantee you that I weigh more than that. If you see my stomach, which you guys are gonna see my bump at the end of this video, you guys can see that it is huge. I am way larger than I ever was with Riley at this point. With Riley towards the end, I got huge, like giant. But comparing where I was at 24 weeks with Riley and where I am now with this baby, I am so much bigger. So if you're at a point in your pregnancy early on where you haven't started to gain a ton of weight, don't panic. Obviously talk to your OB, but my doctor told me that with a lot of women, actually, you don't start gaining the majority of your weight till the second half of your pregnancy. So that's what happened to me. Really, the first half, the first 20 weeks, I didn't really gain much of anything. And then after I hit that halfway point is when I started to gain weight, and I know that I'm gonna keep gaining weight from here to the very end. All right, so shingles. So to add to all of the other stress that's happening in my life, and if you guys don't follow my vlogs, you may not know this, but I'm in the middle of just trying to sell my house. We're moving from Miami, Florida to Virginia this coming March, and there's just chaos, pure chaos in my life right now. So in addition to all of that, Joe and I went on our baby moon like this past weekend, and during that time, he was complaining that he had migraines, that he had headaches, he had been to the ER, they had given him medicine. And the second time he went to the ER, they finally told him, hey dude, like you've got shingles. So obviously I freaked out. I started to panic because when you're pregnant, obviously anything that's going on around you is concerning. I ended up calling my OB. I had to call Riley's pediatrician. I had to call just like any doctor to get some advice on what to do. I was Googling, also reading, doing research. So long story short, when it comes to shingles and being pregnant and all of that, since Joe has shingles, we're just trying to stay away from each other as much as possible. He's sleeping in a different room. The shingles are on his face, they're on his head. So it makes it harder to like cover up and stuff. And that's why like we're trying to like keep his head off of my bedding, like making sure I'm not using any of his towels or anything that he puts his face on, just to be extra careful. From my understanding, if I've already had chickenpox or if I had the chickenpox vaccine, which I haven't had the vaccine, but I did have chickenpox when I was younger, I should be okay. I should pretty much have the antibodies to take care of my baby, to protect the baby. So I should really be okay, but just to be extra careful, I'm like staying away from him as much as possible until his shingles like scab over and he's not contagious anymore. So there's all of that that's been going on, and it's been obviously stressful because I am pregnant, but I also have a toddler that I take care of, and I've had to kind of do everything by myself lately because he can't really help me given that he's like basically quarantined. So that's what I've been dealing with for the past week or so. Things have been very stressful in my life, like I mentioned. And then on top of that, like right now when you're watching this, I may be in the middle of a hurricane because since we live in Miami, Florida, there's Hurricane Dorian that right now is being watched, and we don't know where it's gonna hit, but I'm doing all the hurricane prep. And it's just not fun. It's not fun. It hasn't been a very good time right now. Trying to stay calm and trying to not let my anxiety get the best of me. But honestly, like the anxiety is tearing me apart. Like it's really, really hard to just be cool right now. Like I'm very stressed. So I am doing my very best to try try to stay calm. We've done all the preparation that we can do, but with a hurricane, it's kind of hard because there's so much uncertainty. They have this freaking like cone of error, or cone of, I don't know, like the hurricane can be over here or the hurricane can be over here, and you don't really know until it's freaking on top of you. So it's been a little stressful, not gonna lie. But as far as this baby goes, things seem to be going really well. I'm so just like, I feel so blessed that baby's doing great right now. I think they say that baby's the size of an eggplant now. I think that's what my app says. Yeah, between 22 weeks and 24 weeks, it says eggplant. And then at 25 weeks, it says papaya. So baby's getting big in there. I am feeling so many kicks all day long, which makes me so happy. But like, it's really also painful because at nighttime especially, he's kicking me like non-stop and I'm having a really hard time going to sleep. But for a long time, like at the beginning, I would feel him just like when I would lay down for bed, and now I'm feeling him throughout the day, able to see the kicks like over my stomach. Joe has felt the kicks, so that's been exciting. So he's moving around in there, and I hope that he's having a great time while I'm over here stressed and dealing with all this crap. I've been having to pee so much lately, like all the time. Like last night, I got up like at midnight, I got up at 3 in the morning, and then I got up like at 6 in the morning. So I'm just up all the time. So my sleep is definitely suffering at this point. I'm hoping that maybe I get a couple weeks where it's not so bad, because then once he's actually here, like sleep is gone forever for the end of time. Trying to think of what else I can tell you guys. I've just been trying to eat as much as I can, trying to make sure that I'm gaining weight so that he gains weight. And I've been sleeping with my pregnancy pillow now, thank God, because my back has just been killing me, and finding a comfortable position at nighttime has just been really hard. We really want to take Riley to Disney sometime in October, and I don't know if it's gonna be feasible. If you guys have taken a trip to Disney or somewhere where there's like a lot of walking involved, have you ever done that like while you're pregnant? I think I would be like, I don't know, like 30 some weeks pregnant, or maybe late 20s. I don't know, I have to look up like the actual date when I go, but it would be in my 3rd trimester. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle that or if I'm just gonna be exhausted. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have done it before. Any suggestions, recommendations? Do I just be like, you know, like one of the old ladies in the little scooter and just like ride behind everyone so we can take Riley to Disney? I don't know. I think that she would have a great time, but I'm definitely scared because I get winded just like walking from here to my kitchen. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this update. There's really not much more going on, like more than that. Like I don't know what else you guys want. I'm still trying to keep you guys posted in my vlogs and let you guys know what's going on. So make sure that you're following my vlogs, and also connect with me on Instagram. I share like daily stuff there on Instagram. That's probably where you guys can reach out to me the quickest. And right now, during this potential hurricane, while you guys are watching, if we lose power, I'll probably be back on Instagram before I'm back on here on YouTube. So just say a little prayer, pray that everything's okay, because to be without power for multiple days as a pregnant lady with a toddler, it's gonna be miserable. So just keep me in your prayers, guys. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. Let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to see here on my channel. And again, if you did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh wait, here's the bump. I forgot. I'm wearing this top that doesn't go at all with these leggings, but this is my 24-week belly. Like I said, I was 24 weeks a couple days ago.
Know you've heard it all before, but you are the love of my life. I knew when you came through the door that you are the love of my life.